Thank you for choosing BACH Liberty, a drop-in replacement pin-compatible module to Dante Brooklyn 2, featuring a fully compliant AES67 and ST2110 implementation by ROS Video. This video is part of a series of tutorial videos that will take you through the BACH Liberty basic hardware information, where to find documentation, how to configure and control it, and the most common problems. In this session, you'll see how to configure BACH Liberty in order to synchronize it to a PTP Grandmaster and make connections. There are three ways to remotely control BACH Liberty. WebUI, which is a simple web interface used to demonstrate how to quickly configure and control BACH Liberty. JSON API, this is a WebSocket application program interface developed by ROS Video for the BACH family products. Command line interface, or CLI, that allows commands to be sent via telnet connections. BACH Liberty is shipped with the default IP address set to 192.168.0.100, so any initial remote access has to use this IP address. In this video, we will show you the WebUI interface, which is best viewed with Google Chrome web browser. To access the interface, just open a web browser and type the default IP address. Once you visualize the WebUI, you can modify the IP address in the Config tab by clicking on the Ethernet interface icon and entering the desired value. After that, you need to reboot the card for the changes to take effect. The default configurations on BACH Liberty make it ready to send and receive audio streams. All you need to do is to confirm that the module is PTP locked, then turn on the source streams and/or make destination connections. However, if you would like to create your own configurations or modify the existing ones, please do the following. At the Sync tab, you can verify if the module is locked to the proper PTP Grandmaster by confirming the ID and noting the offset to master parameter is oscillating within plus or minus 300 nanoseconds approximately. If you do not have a PTP Grandmaster on your system, by default, BACH Liberty can be a master. However, it will always look for a PTP Grandmaster first. If there is a PTP Grandmaster on your system and BACH Liberty is not locked as a slave, please make sure all parameters are correct. Confirm PTP profile, domain, the sync, and announce intervals. If everything is correct and the module still can't lock, please follow the instructions at the troubleshooting PTP steps. Do not try to create streams or make connections until the module is PTP locked. Once BACH Liberty is properly PTP locked, you can create source streams or modify the existing ones at the Sources tab. Please be advised that due to the low-cost embedded processor, this tab usually takes around 15 seconds to come up. By default, there will be 8 streams with 8 channels each, with L24 codec. To start sending packets, please turn on the streams using the on-off button on the screen. To modify an existing source, just click on it, and on the right side of the screen there will be a pop-up with the current configuration. Please go ahead and modify any desired parameter and apply the changes by clicking on Update. If you do not delete any additional sources, you won't be able to create additional ones because there will be no channels available. So first you need to delete existing sources to allow creating new ones. You can delete one or all sources one by one by clicking on the trash can icon on each line. There are 2 ways to create a destination or make connections. At the Patch tab, you can see that Ravenna advertised source streams from the network on the left-hand side. At the bottom, you can see your outputs. Simply click on the square, which is the intersection of the desired source and output. After making the connection, you can check its status and details at the Destination tab. Please be advised that due to the low-cost embedded processor, this can take around 15 seconds to come up. Just click on an existing destination and a pop-up window will show the information. You are able to modify an existing destination at the pop-up window by changing any desired parameter and clicking on Update. The other way to create a destination or make a connection is by clicking on the plus sign at the Destination tab. In this case, you can paste an SDP file from a source or choose an advertised one from the network. Select your output channels, define link offset, and click on Add Destination. You can copy the SDP file for a specific destination by clicking on Copy SDP Information. The Cloud tab shows all Ravenna advertised devices. Please be advised that you won't see devices that don't support Ravenna. The Home tab shows all local and advertised sources and destinations. By clicking on any line, a pop-up window will show all information and you're able to copy the SDP information. By default, BACH Liberty is set to redundancy mode disabled. If you want to test the ST2022-7 glitchless feature, go to the Config tab and under Settings look for the Redundancy Mode selection button. After choosing the desired mode, click on Update Redund Mode. You will need to reboot the card, and after the card comes up, you will need to change your PC network interface to access the WebUI via ETH0.10. which has the default IP address set to 192.168.1.100, or to the ETH0.20, which is set to 192.168.2.100. The ETH0 192.168.0.100 won't be accessible when redundancy is enabled. To create sources in redundancy mode, first you have to delete all existing non-redundant streams and then create new ones by entering the primary and secondary parameters. At the Source tab, you will notice that when you click on the plus sign, the configuration window will have the primary and secondary entries. The procedure to create a destination or make connections is the same when you have redundancy mode enabled or disabled. To help you debug issues you may encounter during your configurations or connections, you are able to download log messages and capture control packets at the Config tab. Look for the logs on the top right-hand corner. To get the log messages, click on the Request Debug, and after around 30 seconds, the file will appear in the window, and you should be able to download it. To capture the control packets like PTP, IGMP, etc., just select the interface, the duration which is up to 300 seconds, and click on the Packet Capture button. The file will appear in the window after the selected duration. To help you debug any problems you may encounter during configurations or when making connections, you can follow the steps on troubleshooting flowcharts by clicking on Supporting Steps. A new browser window will appear with the following flowcharts: Ethernet I/O issues, PTP doesn't lock, not receiving audio, not transmitting audio, audio artifacts, and finally, stream advertisement issues. Just scroll to your specific issue and follow the steps. To upgrade the module, click on Firmware Update. A new Chrome window will appear, then click on Choose File, give the new firmware path, and click on Upload Firmware. Please be advised that due to the low-cost embedded processor, this process takes around 40 minutes to finish. Please wait until you see the message, Status OK, Upgrade Complete. At the Config tab, by clicking on Save Running to Startup, you're able to save your configurations. They will stay after power cycle or rebooting the module. At this tab, you're also able to reset to factory defaults, reboot the module, and change global parameters like sample rate and packet time. This concludes the video tutorial on the BACH Liberty WebUI controller. We recommend you watch the next video to learn more on how to configure and make connections using JSON API and CLI. Thank you for watching and for choosing Ross Video.